Okay, everyone. So let's everyone. So let's start the live stream session and welcome to another live stream. Okay, I'm just testing the recording, and yep. So I can see a few others have joined. So once again, welcome all of you for another live stream session. Okay, so everything looks okay. So I was just testing a couple of things. Okay, so let's see what the market is giving us today. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, so right now what you see is the micro E-mini S&P 500 chart. So basically we have taken two trades in this chart today, just prior to this live stream session. So I will also talk about that, those two trades as well. And those trades excuse me and those trades are based on order flow analysis and volume profile and smart money concepts. Okay, so then looking at why we took those trades, now it's New York time 9:25 now. So let me confirm the exact time. It's New York time 9:24 a.m. in the morning. Right, okay, so then, so why did we take, so the reasons for us taking these two trades just prior to the New York session is, if we look at the micro E-mini S&P 500 chart, you can see yesterday there's a sharp price push down. You can see displacement over here. So the price pushed down, retraced, and strongly pushed down, retraced, and pushed down. Excuse me, guys. And then you can see, if you consider that, then you can see the price, if this is that trend leg down, then you can see this is the retracement leg, right? So like a retracement, but it's the retracement has multiple legs. And so we are in the micro E-mini S&P 500 30 minutes chart. Okay, so then when we look at this and when we draw the volume profile, so basically you can draw the market profile and TPO using this tool. So when we draw to this price swing down, so if we draw it from here to here, basically when we draw it, so basically what you have to do is just come over here, just click the tool, and let's say you click over here and just draw it all the way down, right? So right, just like that. So we just draw it over here. So when we draw it over here, we can see this price push down, there is volume accumulation over here. So we notice that volume accumulation, and we can see the volume point of control is over here for that price volume accumulation. And we can see a high volume, we can see high volume node over here, high volume cluster. Now, so what we were looking today was, when this price was retracing back, we were looking over here to this high volume cluster. But however, when we noticed the price was slowing down in this area, right? So as you all can see, the price came pushing, but it started slowing down in this area. Now, when the price started slowing down in this area, so what we did was, we had a look at this area and we went to the cluster chart or the footprint chart. So basically what we did was, what you have to do is zoom this chart, then it becomes a cluster chart. And what we noticed was when we zoom it into the cluster chart of that area, just below this high volume cluster over here, we can see where that price started. Okay, so if I again come back here, so in this area where the price started to slow down, so we put a horizontal ray, which is this orange color line, so that we can figure it out what's happening. So you can now, when I zoom, just look at this orange color horizontal ray, right, orange color line. You can see now basically when I zoom, I am in the footprint chart, right? So this, I'm using the ATAS platform. So you can see in that area where the price started to slow down, we can see there is red delta, negative delta in this candle over here. Okay, so what that means is, so it is just below this high volume cluster. So what that means is, in this price push down, so if I again go back to the standard candle chart over here, now from this high volume cluster, when the price push down, yes, we can see the price is strongly pushing down, but the question is why the price is slowing down here. So now in that area, when we look at that candles footprint chart, so we can see so if you look at this data, you can see in that price push down, you can see in that price push down, aggressive selling has happened in this area. So yes, the price candle push down, red candle, yes, hold on, and yes, the red candle push down. But in this price push down, okay, so again I'm showing you in this price push down, where the question is why the price is halting here. So then the question is, where are there any aggressive sellers in this area? So what we noticed was, when we went to the footprint chart, right, in that area of the price pushing down, we noticed, this is that orange color line, we noticed that the price is slowing down in this area where negative delta, red delta is. So what that means is, this red delta means aggressive sellers. So basically what has happened, what has happened is, in this price push down, in this smart money or the big banks smart money, when the prices build up, when they accumulated their positions, the aggressive selling has mostly happened in this area where the red delta is. Now when the price started slowing down in this area, that is where we look into this and we notice that the aggressive selling has happened in this area. So if aggressive selling has happened in this area, what that means is, this smart money, big banks, they will, when the price retraces to this area, they will try to defend their positions because they don't want to go into a drawdown. So because of that, when the price reach to that area, when the price retraces to this area, you can see the price started slowing down. So what that tells us is, the smart money big banks, the big money which sold the price and pushed the price down, is now defending the price in this area where the aggressive selling happened, this red cluster over here, this area, red. So now with that understanding, excuse me guys, with that understanding, now if we look into the right side of the chart where the price started to slow down, so what we noticed was, okay, the price is slowing down in that aggressive sellers area. So then what we did was, when we see these green candles and the first red candle over here, right? So what we did was we again zoomed into this area to check the footprint chart of this retracement area over here, okay? And then we noticed again in this area red delta developed, which means aggressive selling. So now we have two confluences. The first confluence was the negative delta which we saw in this candle over here. Let me show it to you guys. So over here the negative delta we saw, first confluence. Then the second confluence is in the retracement, when the price started to slow down in this area, then again we can see the green candles and the red candles started, and then we can see in this second red candle you can see a strong aggressive selling happened, which means negative delta developed over here. So with that second confluence, we can see also when we look over here, if we look into this area, we can see this first red candle, it made a wick over here. So if I again, so we can see it made a wick over here, and so when that made a wick, still in that area it's blue color delta blue, which means aggressive buying. So you can see aggressive buying happen. However, the price made a wick and came down. So what that means is, even though aggressive buyers tried in this area, the passive sellers absorb this aggressive buyers. So this blue delta, so I will repeat again. Excuse me. So aggressive buyers try to push the price up, but passive sellers absorb the price absorption, and then because of that it made a wick. Now that is another confluence, that is the third confluence for us to take a sell entry in this area. So we are looking for these confluences based on the footprint analysis. So we are looking into these confluences based on order flow analysis and volume profile. So this is the order flow, footprint chart is part of the order flow, and when we look at the first instance, this high volume cluster, that is the volume profile analysis. Now with that third confluence in the footprint chart, right, which means the absorption happening over here. Okay guys, so I think the chart got frozen a little bit. Let me check. Let's check. Okay. Yep, okay, all good. So so then with that third confluence happening over here with the wick over here, right, the price pushing down. Let me show it to you guys again. Let me show the wicks. When the price pushed down with that third confluence, let me again expand the chart. So it gives us the required confluences to enter into a sell entry. So what we did was we placed a sell limit order. Let me again bring the chart back and let me bring it back to the normal level. So this is the first sell limit order we placed over here, and we place the stop loss to be just above this high volume cluster, and we have placed our first take profit to be over here. So when the trade plays, so it has already triggered the trade entry, the sell limit order got already triggered, and the price is currently in the trade is currently in profit. So currently we have set a first take profit to be a 1-to-1, but then we will do active trade management. When the trade is pushing down, we will do active trade management, and we will take partial profits at different levels, which I will show you now. So we'll take 1-to-1 here, then we will take the next take profit here 1 to 5, and then since we are targeting the price to go down, so this is the price push down retracement, then we will take the next take profit, partial profit over here, like see this over here above this high volume cluster over here into a 1 to 2.73, and then if the trade keep running, we will take the next take profit over here into a 1 to 4 risk to reward trade. So this is the trade management part we will be doing over here, but we'll first take the first take profit at 1 to 1 level. Right, and then after we place that trade, we place a second trade again based on order flow analysis, which we'll show you. So this next trade we placed was, now after the first trade and when the trade is running, we looked at this footprint chart, this area, and so now you can see we got our thesis for the trade. Thesis means we got the all the points aligned to the trade, so which we mentioned earlier. Now so for the second trade, what was based was, you can see over here, now when this candles started to form with the wick over here, when this price pushed down, right, and when we see this second red candle, the price pushing down with a wick, right, so when we see those two candles, what we did was, we can see negative delta, strong negative delta printed, which means aggressive sellers. So at that moment when we were looking over there, we also looked into the smart DOM, right, and in the smart DOM we noticed that there were lots of aggressive selling happening in that area. So looking at the smart DOM and getting the confluence from the smart DOM as well, right, we noticed the aggressive selling over there, and then what we did was excuse me, so then what we did was, once we see this second candle printed, we waited till that candle printed, red candle, and then we noticed that when the price pushed down in this candle, we noticed this red delta, as I said earlier. Now when we noticed that red delta, what we did was, right, over there, so this candle printed with the red delta, we were waiting for the next candle to retrace into the red delta area. So you can see this is that green candle, which is a retracement to the red delta area. So what we did was, once the red delta got printed, right, over here, what we did was, this is that entry. So I just moved it over here, but if I just move it back, into this level where we placed the trade, right, over here. So we placed a sell limit order in this red delta area. So when this red candle got printed, so we don't jump into a trade, we wait even for a slightest retracement, we wait even for a smaller retracement. So what we did was, we placed a sell limit order for the price to be over here. Why over here? Because this, you can see this red delta, strong red delta, which means aggressive sellers. So we place the sell limit order over here, and we place the, let me show you, the stop loss to be just above this candle over here, where the swing high, and how many ticks? So basically 25 ticks. So we placed a 1-to-1 trade. So we placed a 1-to-1 take profit. So this is a quick scalp trade. So we placed a 1-to-1 take profit with 25 ticks, right? And then you can see the price immediately came and tagged the entry. If I show you the wicks, you can see with this green candle, it came then tagged the entry. So it took the entry, and it immediately, the next candle after that, immediately hit the take profit. So that was a quick scalp based on order flow analysis, footprint chart, concepts, right? Order flow analysis and footprint charts basically. And the whole thesis for that also was based on this high volume cluster where the price retraced to this high volume cluster, right? So that was the second trade, and that second trade was a quick scalp winning trade. So again, going back to that area where that second trade was taken, so you can see the price retraced to the high volume, the price retraced to the red delta area, and it triggered our sell limit order, and it immediately, as I said earlier, the next candle came down and triggered the take profit, right? So that was a quick scalp which we took. So those are the two trades we placed just before the market opened. But this explanation is very insightful for you guys to understand how we place trades on live markets and how we are actively managing the trades on live markets. Okay, so fingers crossed, this first trade will, if the price action concepts works, the first trade will come all the way down and give us a 1 to 4 winning trade. Okay, so hope this was an insightful session for you guys. So with active trade management and with taking partial profits, the second trade should hit a 1 to 4 trade profit. Again, to let you know, with active trade management, the second trade will hit into a 1 to 4 risk to reward trade. Okay, so I hope this was a very insightful session for you guys to understand how to analyze the market using order flow concepts, footprint, cluster charts, and volume profile and smart money concepts. Okay, so that's another live session, and hopefully it's very insightful for you guys, and we will see you again in another live session. Take care. If you would like to learn the trading strategies we use, click the link given in the description below to access the full free course and use that knowledge to get funded and start trading like a professional.